We're live. Hello everyone. Hello internet. You're very welcome to the Beoga and Friends Carousel album launch party. And I mean, I might be sitting in a room on my own, but a party's a party. You know what I mean? I don't know about the rest of you, but I have I've drunk way too much during this pandemic, but I'm not going to stop today because it is a party. I reiterate. How are you all doing? This is a broadcast kind of thing. By the wonders of modern technology, we're going to kind of give you a representation of the album that we released today. It's called Carousel, and we are very happy to have it out in the world. And it's taken a couple of years, and there's been a lot of collaborators on it, and it's something that's very exciting to us. We're going to be talking to a few people today that were involved: Mr. Foy Vance, Rainey, McMullan, Lissie, Devin Dawson, all these people that were involved. We thank them from the bottom of our hearts. But for now, we're going to start off, I think, and play a bit of music. We're going to play Carousel, which is the title track of the album. It's an instrumental piece, and by the wonders of modern technology, let's get the lads on the line. Mr. Liam Bradley, come in from County Derry. Hello, Liam.
Hiya.
How are you doing?
Good.
Damien McKee, also in County Derry. How are things?
All good.
Hello. And Neve and Sean are in Portland, County Antrim.
Hello.
Lads,
How are you?
album launch party. So it's all going to kick off when I hit this big green button. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. one, lads. Nice one. Where to next? Where to next, I hear ye ask. Ooh. This is the party. I know you should be drinking, but so we're speaking to everybody involved in the record making process, and I have to say, without a shadow of a doubt, are the most painless person in Ireland to make music with.
Yeah, well, that's why we'll probably work together again.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We might already be. Hey. But I think the making music with people that you know is kind of easier or something. It's all about the vibe.
That's it.
Somebody's stealing your car.
See, that alarm goes off 6 times a day.
Oh, that's nice.
Alarm clock.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan McMullan lives in the city. I, however, live in the country.
Well,
and there are pros and cons.
This is literally as country as the city gets. This is like I'm 10 minutes from the city, but that's a mountain.
And you've managed to live beside somebody that has a car alarm that goes off 6 times a day.
Every night at 10:30 on the button, you can fucking just go, and there it is.
What was in your head whenever we were going out to make a mark, crack?
I remember we were all on a path of like trying to figure stuff out.
In the music business specifically.
Yes, yeah. We're trying to figure out where we fit in the music industry. And I think we started talking about it's all about kind of you need to make a mark. And then that line kind of stuck. And we kind of rolled with it. But then we kind of just veered off into like relationshipy stuff and also potential relationshipy stuff and ways that we all connected as well, but with the substance of the song also being about making a mark, because the song isn't just about meeting someone and all that. For me, anyway, I feel there's more depth to it. I think you can relate to it in different ways. But yeah, I remember that day going in, and we weren't lost, but we weren't found. And all we wanted to do was make a mark, so we wrote a song about it.
I know. I remember the chorus coming first, and then once you have that seems to be your kind of shtick anyway. Once you have a bit to latch onto, it's a runner.
Once you find some, I think that's the way though. I'm always searching for something, but when I find it, the rest of it kind of you can figure the rest out.
It's one of our favorites to play live. Every night we play it. Somebody asks, what was that song? So we're delighted to have been able to do it with you. You fucking rock star. So I think we're going to go to it now. We're going to do some kind of a performance of it or go to a clip of it. Let's go to a clip and make a mark. Ryan McMullan there, definitely the sexiest thing to come out of County Down since either Foy Vance or Jim Allister. We're going to go to a version of Make a Mark that we recorded a few months back on the street in London. I hope you enjoy it.
I can do it too, yeah. Yep. Yeah. You say there is something in between us. We're getting in our own way, and I think you're right. I don't mean it in a bad way. We'll be ready in our own time. We can give it up if you really want it. We can stay out late till the early morning, and if nothing else, if only for tonight. We live it up. We'll know where we are when it's over. We can try to decide if we want it. Pause the scene, make a mark, and you won't seem to care. So why should I? We're still young. We have everything to live for. A lifetime to begin love, and I want Here I'm falling for an angel who's a devil at the same time, and I don't need another reason why. Maybe we might only meet tonight. We can give it up if you really want it. We can stay out late till the early morning, and if nothing else, if only for tonight, we live it up. Who will know where we are when it's over? We can try to decide if we want it. Cause the sea make a mark, and you won't seem to Who will know where we are when it's over? We can try to decide if we want it. Cause the sea make a mark, and you won't seem to care. When it's over, we can try to decide if we want it. Cause the sea make a mark, and you won't seem to care. So why should I? We can give it up if you really want it. We can stay out late till the early morning, and if nothing else, if only for tonight, we live it up.
Nice one, lads.
Niall McCabe, Stephanie Rainey, welcome to the Beoga and Friends Carousel Zoom party.
Hello.
Oh, it's great to be here in your own respective houses. So we're going to do a version of Homebird today, I believe. And yeah, I suppose we'll talk about that a bit. Niall, it was you that kind of that started the original idea, and then we were like, let's get Stephanie in and all get in the studio together and finish a song or two.
You?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fitting that we're doing it here because Homebird and being at home and, you know, wanting to be at home is something that I've wanted to do for a long, long time. It's been really like a really kind of a burning thing in me. And now I'm home and the song is about Clara. The idea was like, I want to be at home and now I am home. So it's great. It's come full circle, you know.
Deadly. And Steph, what about you? Like you coming in that day was like all the way up the country to help us finish songs.
You know, I've been a huge fan of you guys for years. Love everything you've done. No, but you know this. I mean, you always get texts off me being like Valhalla. It's just the best. And then obviously for years, I used to see Niall singing her in Cork, and I didn't really know Niall that well, but always just thought that he was one of the best singers going. So it was cool to actually end up writing a song with him. And I think that when we got in the room and chatting with Niall about what he wanted to write it about, you know, it just felt like a really natural. I think even for me at the time, it felt like a natural thing to be talking about because we're always chasing something better, like all the time. But really, and I don't know if you get this, but I get these very infrequent but very potent moments of clarity every now and then. I'd be sitting at home with my parents and my brothers and all the kids around, we're having dinner, and I realise like that's actually what it is, you know. What's the thing you're chasing?
Yeah,
that's better, and it's just being at home.
Since I've known you, Niall, you've really had the graw to be back at home. You'd have said it every time we were together. You were like, geez, I would love to go back for a stretch, you know. And now this thing, as weird and all as it is, has like afforded people the opportunity to kind of reevaluate what's important.
Well, yeah, I mean, as I said to somebody at the very start, I said, I wonder at the end of this, I mean, if there's an end, you know, how many people will have changed their careers change their, their outlook on life, this to go like that. Like, I'd say a lot of people will having the time now to, really to stop and, have a good think about everything.
Well, I'm now a talk show host.
I've been saying it for years. And I'm just really happy for you.
The world needs is another podcast from somebody who's not very well educated, doesn't have much to say, and is really full of their own self-importance.
But has great hair. Great hair.
Yeah.
It's a brand. It's a brand.
Lads, thanks for chatting.
No, thanks for having us.
Legends.
Good luck with everything. Can't wait to hear the rest of the songs. I'm excited.
No, thanks a million. And we'll do a version of Homebird now.
Why not?
Go tick your stations through the wonders of modern technology.
Take me to where everything was down, whatever. The year's so good, I wanna be home. Chase the sun, hope that it will burn forever. Find myself, my body and soul, right where I wanna be. Bright lights, they fade away. Remember being 17 and all the days roll on forever. Memories of you leading me home, and I'm right where I wanna be. You're mine. All the nights they play together, falling leaves, they're never alone. We're right where we wanna be. Bright lights, they fade away. But I'd rather stay
Yep.
That was Homebird, everybody. How's your lunch going?
How are you? Good. We're on the glasses of wine here. Keith was just saying there, you'd miss having Niall around. We haven't actually got to do a song with Niall in months, so that was good crack.
A virtual song. I know.
Yeah, better than nothing.
This is the best record launch I think we've ever done, lads. It's the most successful in terms of nothing really. There's been no accidents so far in my own household, which is, it's a real dream come true. This is the future.
Don't speak too soon, Eamon.
I know.
Sure, we light going off there.
This light, this is the pyrotechnics. Just coming and going.
You're off and on again.
That's what you get. That's
Our
what you get.
production budget was blown on that thing.
Well, it's been a struggle to get to this point. I don't know if you noticed these pyrotechnics as well. There's no expense spared at the Beoga Carousel and Beoga and Friends Carousel live album launch.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Oh, thanks very much. Thanks very much.
So we need to tell everybody to keep the comments coming in. We'll give a prize for the best comments at the end, will we?
They're
Yeah.
flying in there. Yeah, with his comments, will receive free stuff.
I'm going to do a translation. That means funny for anybody that doesn't know what I'm saying there.
The funniest, the best comments. I would give 3 bags of free stuff to the 3 best comments.
Keep them coming.
Is this your plants that you're growing, Eamon?
You want to see my turnips today?
Yeah.
Free beetroot.
Unbelievable.
Free beetroot.
So I suppose we should talk about some other stuff that isn't the album. I was thinking that the best topic to put musicians on is the most mortifying gig experiences you've ever had, and there have been a few in our history. If we could just keep it to below 15 minutes, I suppose we could tell people about our most embarrassing gig experiences. Damien, do you want to start? Have you any come to mind?
There's one that always comes to mind. I think we were doing a gig in Germany at one stage, and we were playing the gig, and we were playing actually a set called Mickey the Pipes, and in the middle of the set we played a tune that Niamh composed, and she plays it on her own, but I go from playing my right hand to my left hand, so I have to move around in the chair like this. So the first time I did this, the chair broke on stage and I fell on my arse. And that was fine. So somebody at the side of the stage was really quick and noticed that, so they brought me out another chair, and I did the exact same thing again, turned around, the chair broke again, and I fell on my arse again.
I forgot about that.
The tune after that, it was called 3 Seats Magoo.
That's it. I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
That was so funny.
Brilliant.
Bradley,
What about-
go on.
What about the time Damien's car was stolen halfway through the gig in Dublin?
Oh, that's right. That was another good one.
Do you remember that?
Dublin, by the way, Dublin is the most expensive parking in the Northern Hemisphere. It's a joke, the price of parking in Dublin. And Damien went to put, we were playing in Whelan's, and Damien went to put money in the meter at the interval. Class trad gigs, only trad gigs have an interval. Anyway, we went out during the interval to put money in the meter, and his car was gone.
But even the fact that you have to go out in the middle of your gig to put money in the meter for your car is not very rock and roll.
So glamorous.
But we started the gig. We started the gig without Damien. Remember,
Second half.
He wasn't done the first song in the second half, and so he actually had to come on stage and tell us during the song.
His car was gone. There was about 30 or 40 people at that gig, and they were all kind of involved by the end. It was all, I had to tell everyone. Damien's car is gone.
Side, though. Everybody was rooting for you, Damien.
I know. Actually, it wasn't stolen in the end, which was good. They just broke it.
The police took it away. Well, I've had a few good mortifying ones for different reasons. I suppose the one you could tell. There's a couple. Remember the boy that brought the Boron along to an American Irish festival? I'll not say which one it was, but anyway, it's these Irish American festivals, and there's a lot of people there that are bringing their own instruments and really getting involved. The one guy that came along to our gig and sat in the front row and sat right opposite me and took out his Boron and proceeded to play along with our performance. He was kind of like giving it the old "Oh, me and you, big guy," till somebody came along and had to kind of tell him to stop. He was wearing a purple velvet top hat. I'll never forget it.
I think there's photos of him kicking around somewhere.
I don't know what it is about the Boron lads. It just attracts. Sorry, any Boron players out there, but we're a breed. We're a special breed.
Do you remember the one we did? It was like 2 years ago in Crook Park, Eamon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a very drunk ex-president of Ireland
That's right.
at the front table.
Wasn't a president. No, it wasn't a
T-shirt.
president.
No, Taoiseach. It was Andy Kenny. Do you know what? We can name and shame him. I don't care. It was Andy Kenny. He was at the front and he was giving me jib. Andy Kenny, if you're watching this, you can tune out right now. I haven't forgiven you, and I won't ever.
He's probably still tuning in, laughing at you. Here.
He was just laughing at me.
He just kept on pointing. He pointed at your hair and then he pointed at my hair.
I was just laughing.
And just laughed.
Andy Kenny, I have an axe to grind with you. Don't darken the door of a Beoga gig ever.
You'll be kicked out.
Be booted out.
Barred.
So again, Niamh, what's your collective worst ones?
Worst, probably that gig in Moscow.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
We had to do a gig outside. You remember it was on the lorry.
Oh God, do you remember?
Lorry, and it was like, I think it was like minus 15 or something. Like
Oh.
absolutely salty.
Oh my God, it was mental.
Oh, it's terrible.
We thought they were joking. They were like, right, off you go. We're like, ah. Oh.
we find ourselves up in like minus 12 or minus 15 in the middle of Russia, and we're like, there'll be nobody at this thing. And we got out there, and there was these mantlers there with tops off,
Yeah.
big Aaron Go Bra flags. So we're just giving it, we're giving it the proper Chucky R lads. It was mental.
It was mad. It was completely
These lads are way more hardcore than we are.
Hard stuff, yeah.
So we're going to go into another set now. This is a piece of music called Aurora, composed by Mr. Sean O'Graham there. Sean, do you want to talk about this piece?
What did I say? Originally known as Northern Skies.
Oh, Northern Skies. That's the trick.
Way
in
back
Irish,
then.
isn't it? In Irish music is just to give something a geographical reference, you know?
and say that was your inspiration.
Exactly.
That's it.
Where
This
the
is
Western...
Part 2.
This is Aurora Part 2, yeah. Version 2. Souped up by Johnny Coffer.
Yes. Aurora, for anybody that doesn't know, is a piece that Shano composed and that we recorded, 4 or 5 years ago now? On our last studio album. 4 years ago. On our last studio album. And it was kind of, we loved playing it live. And then Johnny Coffer heard it, and this whole new chapter was beginning, and he heard it. He was like, hey, we could do this, and we could do that, and we could do this, and do that. And the next thing then it kind of got a new dimension. So we recorded this one in Cork a couple of months back with Mr. Niall McCabe. We recorded it downstairs in the beautiful St. Luke's. If you ever get a chance, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous spot. So this is Aurora, and we'll see you after. Keep the comments coming in. We're loving this. See you in a while, lads.
No.
it's all good. I have Foy Vance on the computer.
Yeah.
Right, your name comes up a lot. Your name, Mr. Foy Vance, and as being like as the person who kind of kicked off another chapter for us. So you've a lot to answer for.
But you know what? The truth of the matter is, it would be great to be able to take some kind of thank you for that. But the truth of the matter is, I couldn't stop listening to Minute 5 ever since it came out, and I just got back. I don't know why I'd started listening to it again. I was on the road. I think I was missing home, so I was listening to August 27th and listening to Minute 5. They were my sort of two go-tos. So I was listening to that anyway. And then he just happened to be there when it was playing. Like, so you know what I mean? He heard it. That's what happened. He heard it and went, "What's this?" I said, "Beoga." So there you go. You did your own PR there. Right?
No, man. That's so we get asked all the time, like in interview things, and how did the Ed Sheeran collaboration come about? And your name usually is there in some shape or form. That bollocks. So no, it's been putting this thing out today, and we're kind of excited to hear the reaction and see how it all goes down, because it's an unusual process for us anyway. Not you lads probably in terms of collaborating, like, and doing other stuff. I don't know. The trad world is a wee bit like, can be a bit removed, or everybody can be a bit kind of skeptical about jumping into a room and just making music with other people that make music. So I think yourself and Johnny definitely sort of shook whatever inhibitions were left there for us anyway, and jumped in that week in Aberfeldy.
You know what I think is wild is every now and then someone will send me this clip of Elenium's version of Weird Blood in some big open space in Denver or somewhere it was, and it was blasting out. I was thinking, how bizarre! Like we trad band from back home. You couldn't.
Just to give everybody context, this tune "Weird Blood" that we're going to hear and do a bit of, it was like the first idea that came together whenever we were in the studio together in Aberfeldy. Would that be fair to say, Foy?
That was one of the first for sure, yeah.
There was an idea, and then the idea we sent it to Johnny Coffer, and Johnny put a bit of a beat together and a bit of a drop, and then all of that was like, actually, hold on, this sounds great. So we love this song from day one, and we were sending the label and the publishers and all that. Let's put it out. Oh, let's do it. Let's please, let's do it. And anyway, eventually coming out now, but Elenium, what is he, like a dubstep DJ kind of?
Yeah, just a DJ kind of.
And like amazing at what he does, but he picked it up a year ago, and it's like a version of a song that we wrote together with two accordions in the Highlands of Scotland, and there's all these people mashed off their heads dancing to it.
And it's a wild chorus. What he's done with the chorus is just wild.
I know. I love it. But here we'll do a version of it here now. Let's just seamless link. Let's do that.
There you go. See what you did there.
Right. Perfect. Nice one, man.
Let me get set up.
Find your mind in a dark place. Hold
Let's try and get Devin Dawson on the line. Devin Dawson on the line on the Zoom from the wonders of modern technology.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away with a 2-second delay.
Today we're launching this album, and we have to thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah, baby.
For giving us Matthew's Daughter and helping pulling it all together, because it's the one on. I know everybody goes on about the figures. Did you check the figures? You know, well, I didn't, but the figures for that one apparently are really good. The streams and all the stuff, everybody loved it, and it's like
good.
You were a linchpin in pulling it all together. So thanks a million.
Yeah, of course. I think it was just a really cool opportunity. I mean, obviously being a co-writer and being a collaborator, I think that's super important. You know, getting the chance to spread your wings creatively across an ocean is pretty insane, you know, and getting a chance to collaborate with you guys, and you're just incredible musicians and just great people. You know, like you said, we got to spend some time drinking some tequila together when you guys came to town for your show. And
when this is all done, I'm going to take you on a good old fashioned rip. It's called a rip, where we go and we drink 10 or 12 creamy pints of Guinness around the place, and I'll give you the full lowdown of the country.
Dude, I mean, literally, like that. I need that right now more than ever.
I was trying to think of what to show you, and I mean, the audience out here might appreciate this. If you want to know all that is right and wrong with Ireland and get a good sense of the kind of lunacy that goes on here, you can watch the Castletown Donkey Derby. Google that, right?
Okay.
The Castletown Donkey Derby. If you want to watch two small children and a small adult running around on the back of three donkeys while everybody's drinking
That's
and watching.
Ireland in a nutshell.
It's kind of like it's a good sort of a snapshot into where we've come from and where we're going.
I love it, man.
Thanks for talking. And we're going to play we're going to play some of Matthew's Daughter now. Thanks for being a part of it.
Yeah, dude, I just want to say it's been really cool to strike up a friendship with you guys over such a crazy coincidence of music. And, you know, I'm really proud of you guys for the work that you do as a band. And you guys are stand-up people and musicians. And congratulations on the album. And I'm just excited to be a small part of it. So
likewise, man. Likewise. Keep killing it in Nashville.
I will.
Thanks, bro. Cheers. Take it easy.
Later.
Devin Dawson, ladies and gentlemen, what a gent. We're going to go to a version of Matthew's Daughter now that we did a few months back in St. Luke's in Cork. And we're going to slide Devin's lush, sexy American vocals over the top of it. You are welcome.
I don't know if there's a God up in heaven, but I met an angel today. Though her wings might be hidden, 'cause I don't see no feathers. She's made of light and of grace. And so she took my hand and she led me down as we sat by the water's edge. And I said, Matthew's daughter, heaven knows I'm a sinner and I've made mistakes. So bathe me in water, come and dive in the river, you can start again. No, I don't see no halo, but I know that it's there, resting 1 inch over her armored head. And I told her my secrets, the darkest I have, and I swear that she sees me for all that I am. And I said, Matthew's daughter, heaven knows I'm a sinner and I've made mistakes. So bathe me in water, come and dive where the sun rises in the west. Then I said, Matthew's daughter, heaven knows I'm a sinner and I've made mistakes. So bathe me in water, come and dive in the river, you can start again. And I said, Matthew's daughter, heaven knows I'm a sinner and I've made mistakes. So bathe me in water. And she said to me, darling, let me ease your pain. Come and dive in the water, you can start again.
You have what?
I do have pants on. So.
Well, you're winning.
For, jeans. I guess pants are different in the like over there, but no, I do have on jeans. So
That's a win. That's thanks for making the effort. We really appreciate it.
yeah.
So thanks a million, Hi, for jumping on the track. You really made it. Fair play.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me. It was fun how it came together. I mean, for those who don't know, I think my manager like knew your manager / like I know John Green, and I'm familiar with you guys. And then I just ended up throwing this vocal on this great song in a rocket, not really knowing what would happen, and who could have ever thought that during this pandemic it would come out and be such an appropriate lyric for these crazy times. So it's my honor. Thank you for having me.
No, you really made it, and it kind of did take on a life of its own when it was, or a whole new meaning with all this thing starting. So it's like at the start of the year, I did not think that having Zoom etiquette was going to be a thing.
But I think you're doing a good job of creating this content so people can engage with you virtually.
You did other voices a few years ago, didn't you?
I did, and I mean, how beautiful is Dingle? I mean, is that close to where you live?
It's not close to where I live, but my wife's from there, so I spend a lot of my time down there. I spend a lot of the summer there, So.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. That was like pretty magical. I mean, to be part of Other Voices in that church, and it was such a cool experience. Not only the show, but then staying in that hotel with all the other artists and hanging out in the bar that night was just magical. Like being an American, like it felt almost like I was in a movie where people were like playing the fiddle, and like it was very Irish, and I loved every second of it.
It's a good time. But if people want to check out are you going to be doing a few more gigs? Are you on the internet machine?
Yeah, actually, so I'm gonna try to like every month do a Beeps. It's VEEPS beeps.com. So it's Lissie.beeps.com, and every month I'm gonna try and do some kind of online ticketed thing, and tickets are $5 and you can pay more if you want or whatever.
Deadly. We're going to steer everybody towards it because you're a legend. Thanks a million thanks a million for jumping on in a rocket.
You're welcome. I hope it all goes great, and thanks again. And I'll be talking to you soon. So
absolutely.
Have a wonderful day.
We'll see you on the flip side of this.
Woohoo!
Had enough of being underground. Time to get above, take a look around. Spent too long in this lonely room. Kicked out the locks, gonna run with you. Sun's waiting on the other side. We're breaking out of here tonight. In a rocket, in a rocket. We're gonna set the world alight. In a rocket, in a rocket. We'll make it out of here. caught up amongst the weeds and vines. Tripped up when I was running blind. So I headed to the moon first light. We're breaking out of here tonight in a rocket, in a rocket. We're gonna set the world alight in a rocket, in a rocket. We can leave this world behind. Shooting stars and satellites. We'll make it out of here Had enough of being underground. Time to get above and take a look around. Spent too long in this lonely room. Sun's waiting on the other side. Bring us back to love. We're breaking out of here tonight in a rocket, in a rocket. We're gonna set the world alight in a rocket, in a rocket. We'll make it out of here alive in a rocket.
And we're back. Oh, you toasting?
Cheers.
Let's toast.
I suppose
Cheers, you guys.
this broadcast was brought to you by €1 cans from Aldi. If the good people of Aldi are watching, get in touch.
Sponsorship, please.
That was a painless record lunch, lads. Drinking from the comfort of your own home.
Well done, everyone.
Yeah,
Well
and
done,
thank
everyone.
you so much to everybody for tuning in and all your comments. And
I
it's just
know.
lovely to see all the names coming up, and can't wait to see you in the real world on the far side of all this.
That seems to be the general consensus. When can we get out again?
Yep.
There's been some good
Yeah.
comments there. Well, I have a couple of favourites here. Jamie Nemeth said, my mortifying moment was when someone asking me if they could play my fiddle at a session. After I'd decided they were okay and to be trusted with it, they suddenly started to play it with their teeth.
Okay.
Jamie Nemeth, we'll get in touch with you and we'll send you a bag of goodies. Oh, that was Asha B. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get in touch with you. We'll find that handle and get in touch with you. Was there any good ones on Facebook there? Anybody see any?
One of my favorite ones was slagging you off, Eamon, for your conversation with Devin. You know, talking about the 12 pints.
Yeah.
And apparently that's not a rip at all. Says Anya Flannel down in Tipperary.
12 pints is not a rip.
You're not a real man at all.
Well, one of my mates texted me there and said, you've never drunk 12 pints in your life.
I've got a comment on Facebook as well, giving you a bit of stick too, Huggy. It's from one of your ex-teachers, actually.
Well.
He's actually just calling you a wee ball bag.
Oh, well, that's absolutely fair enough. And he's grounds to do that.
Sam Cuddy.
Sam Cuddy, I'd guess. A chance to say it was Sam Cuddy. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's great. We put a lot of effort into trying to pull all that together. So we've got loads of lovely new Carousel merch available on beogamusic.com. We've got sexy new sweatshirts and tote bags because we're saving the planet as well. And we've signed vinyl. We're doing the first run of vinyl. Is going to be signed limited edition on like a goldy kind of a vinyl, I think. And we have to say a special thanks to everybody that was involved, all the people that featured: Lissie, Foy, Niall, Devin Dawson, Stephanie, Rainey, and a big special thanks to Foy Vance, to Mr. Johnny McDade as well for kind of giving us a sort of new lease of life, I'd say. Did I say Ryan McMullan? What a legend.
Of course.
Barry O'Kane and this behind the scenes here at the minute, pushing on the levers and making sure everything's up and running. Fair play to you, Baz. You're a technological wizard. And to Billy and the Dog Day Media lads for all the footage and pulling stuff together. Fair play. And special thanks to Sarah Casey for all that she does for us for very little thanks.
Thanks.
So that's the first thank yous out of the road. Lads, anything else we should talk about before we sign off on this? What was, I feel, a very successful album launch?
Oh,
I just wanted to. Massive thank you to everybody. I know everybody's dying to get out, as Eamon said, back into the real world again, and it will happen. And this is not forever, and we will rise again like a good cake. So don't worry about that. We'll all meet on the far side, and I cannot wait. Loads more music, loads more crack, loads more points. So
there was somebody in there. Liam said that at least you've got your COVID haircut.
Oh yeah, Jerry McMullan.
Which was a bit harsh.
Somebody thought it was Moby.
Yeah, just generally object of fun, aren't they?
Well, that's it. Well, I got a good roast in there as well. Francis Dillman, or maybe that's a German. Francis Dillman said, whether you understand him or not, Eamon has the best accent.
Oh.
Jake Williams said, we'll all have Eamon's hair whenever this is done. Which is also harsh. So folks, thanks everybody for tuning in. Again, we have virtual tickets for sale. Like, obviously this is free to watch and stream and blah blah blah, and you can watch it again, but if you feel like you want to buy a ticket for it, please do. That's much appreciated. If you want to order the vinyl or any merch, that is also much appreciated. Or if you want to listen to it for nothing and watch it again, you can do that too, and that is also much appreciated. So lads, we're going to sign off. It is my wedding anniversary, and I'm going to go spend some time with my darling wife Pauline Scanlon. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Lads, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
Cheers, guys.
Yo.
Do we leave?
I'm just going to keep doing the thumbs up until the says that we're clear.
There we go.